Morning, Cowboys fans. What's going on? Hey. I don't know if y'all can see my breath, man. It's cold out here, man. It's very cold. But as always, guys, thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. You guys show so much love. I just, just thinking about where this channel's been, where it's going. You guys know that I can't do it without you guys, and many of you all know, and I was on with Vach and Law last night, and I was talking about, some draft and some early draft things, and we're very early on in the process, and obviously the Senior Bowl practices will be held today. They're going to start off today, and I got a really cool video for you guys right now. Got some notes right here in my passenger seat. So anyway, the draft and understanding the draft and the process, that's my thing. Like, that's what I am. I'm not gonna say it's my claim to fame, because I'm not famous or nothing like that, but it's what I do, and I want Cowboys fans to be, I want you guys to be prepared, man. So I got 5 prospects, okay? Now, I'm just gonna preface this video by saying TJ Hawkinson, okay, Iowa tight end, my favorite player in this draft, especially for the Cowboys, and I've seen mock drafts that kind of have him going high. I think Mel Kiper has him in the first round. But the good thing about tight ends, and we saw it, last year with Dallas Goedert and other players, they have a tendency to fall. Will this guy fall? I doubt it, because he's so complete as a tight end. But Cowboys fans, just keep in mind now, okay, the Cowboys aren't married to any of these tight ends. And you heard Stephen Jones come out and say, that tight end would be a position of consideration. So, and a guy like TJ, now, Noah Fant, Iowa tight end, right? The other Iowa tight end may end up going higher because of the eye candy that he presents. He's a better receiver just because he's more of a finesse player. But, I mean, this TJ Hawkinson, guys, he's special. I mean, in line, he is special. And it's not that he's a bad receiver. He has very soft hands. He doesn't drop the ball. He's just not quite as twitchy as a TJ Hawkinson. So, anyway, Cowboys fans, I want you guys to really take a look at this player, man. TJ Hawkinson, Iowa tight end. Don't look at highlights, because highlights, he may not jump off your screen. You got to look at the things that he does as a blocker, how he's used, and just really, he's just a tough as nails football player, and he will be 100% a Garrett guy. But anyway, let me get to these 5 prospects, okay? So here we go. Jaylon Ferguson, Nassjr Adderly, Tony Pollard, Zach Allen, and Daylon, the Mack train. Daylon Mack, okay? So Jaylon Ferguson, La Tech, Nassjr Adderly, UD, Delaware, FCS school. Tony Pollard, Memphis. Zach Allen, Boston College, D tackle, DN, has some flex there. And then we're going to get into this Daylon Mack, all right? Texas A&M, former 5-star recruit. Okay, so Jaylon Ferguson, all right? He is a twist-up end, all right? He has really kind of been flying up boards now. And this is going to be big. Like, the Senior Bowl is going to be big for him, solidifying his position. So, Louisiana Tech, is it a smaller school? Yes. But when you look at his traits and kind of what he does well, you never know what's going to happen with DeMarcus Lawrence. Now, you would hope that the Cowboys would sign him. But, I think he could have that Hassan Reddick type climb, where he goes to the Senior Bowl, he can do some things in coverage, but he could also put his hand in the dirt, and he looks natural as a pass rusher. So he's one of those guys that, if you never know what, you can never have enough good pass rushers. You can never have enough good ends. Now, we have Dorrance Armstrong, Randy Gregory came on late, but you just never know. So guys, keep an eye out for him. Now, Nassjr Adderly, this name is special to me. Now, I'm a Taylor rap guy, but I've been hearing the name, and I'll admit, I was kind of late to the party on Adderly. So I went back and I watched some film, and I gotta say, he is, sometimes with these FCS guys and these FCS players, you get kind of worried because you don't know really the talent level, number one, and you don't know, you're not really sure the type of players and the type of, you're not really sure the type of players, like who has he been defending? Who has he been playing against? So you're not really sure about that. When you look at a guy like Adderly, he has it all. Okay, but this Adderly, guys, he's rangy and he plays mean. He plays mad. Now, what you're going to want to see is he's 5'10", and I want to see his frame. Like, I want to see how he looks against other D1 athletes. Can he hold up at coverage? They'll probably have him do some things at corner. But he's a safety, and he plays very aggressive. So I want to see, is it one of those things where he dominated, FCS talent, or can he really stand up against top-tier D1 talent? But this UD, all right, UD, University of Delaware, stand up, Joe Flacco in the building. I want to see what Nassjr Adderly can do. He's very rangy, though, okay? So I watched the North Dakota State Carson Wentz school, and then Easton is coming out, the quarterback there, and he looks good, man. I mean, he was by far the best athlete on the field. So let's see. All right, Tony Pollard. So here's another pet cat of mine, guys. I went on the record early, and a lot of Cowboys fans, hopefully you guys come around. We need a real change of pace running back. Like, I know you guys love, the Isabella, and you guys want to go and get a slot receiver. No. We need a guy that we can dump the ball off to and can get a 7 yards, 6 yards, can make some plays, and be that change of pace from Ezekiel Elliott. I like Ross Smith. I just think that he just doesn't add enough. And, Zeke can do everything. But why not get a guy in there who could spell him for 3 to 4 drives a game? He could be your punt returner, as Pollard did at Memphis. Had a bunch of, I think he had about 7 returns for touchdowns. I mean, he has a bunch of production. He can play receiver. He can play running back. He doesn't look out of place at either. So this Tony Pollard, guys, watch him. He's going to work out with the running backs, and I'm sure the Cowboys will meet with him. All right, guys, 2 more, Zach Allen and Daylon Mack. So let's talk about this Zach Allen. He reminds me of Tyrone Crawford. That's what I put down in my notes. He can play end, he can play tackle. You see them do some twist stunts things with him. So where he'll come under or over the end. He'll come over the guard and he'll just bull rush, and he doesn't look out of place. So with Rod Marinelli's scheme, I think that this guy will be a perfect fit. Tyrone Crawford is getting older. I think that Rod Marinelli likes versatile D linemen. So guys that could do some things at the 1, guys that can do some things at the 3, and he could play some end, and he's stout against the run. So he has a little bend. Like, he was second team All ACC, so he's not, a first round guy, but 3rd, 4th, I really like this Zach Allen. I really, really do. And then Daylon Mack. So Daylon Mack is one of those guys that went to the East-West Shrine game, blew it up. He's a true 3, okay? But he's a bigger plugger at D tackle, okay? So he's one of these guys who he had to get in shape. He came into Texas A&M and he was out of shape. And he came in as a 5-star recruit. Came into Texas A&M, never really found his way until his senior year. And then he came on, went to the East-West Shrine game and blew it up. So guys, keep an eye on this D tackle, Daylon Mack. He is stout at the point of attack. And I know against Sean McVay, that was a big issue. The zone reads, that zone running scheme, just killed us. It did. Didn't play gap integrity football. So he's a guy, never know what could happen with him. 4th round flyer. You have 2 4s. So let's see, guys. All right, so in recapping, Jalen Ferguson, Nassjr Adderly, Tony Pollard, Zach Allen, Daylon Mack. Those are the 5 prospects that I want Cowboys fans to watch at the Senior Bowl. Me and Law was talking about it. Law was like, Foots, let me know all these guys. Law really gave me a lot of respect. He was like, yo, you really know your draft stuff. Guys, this is my time of year. I'm going to put these names in the description box along with the single Creep. You guys check it out. I'm going to be back on the channel. I'm not going to do a mock draft until after the Senior Bowl. I'll do my first mock, and then I'll kind of recap the Senior Bowl and get your guys' thoughts. You guys drop some names in the description box. Let me know what you guys think. As always, it's your boy Foots the King. Had to do this video on the run, but was up late watching film last night. Wanted to get this video out to you all. Peace.